Hey guys, let's continue with the market structure, and in this lesson we're gonna talk about change of character. I mean, that's basically self-explanatory because there was an uptrend, then there is a downtrend. So between those movements we have change of character. There is nothing much to tell you, so let's get into the charts and I'm gonna try to show you some examples. So yeah, first of all we're gonna draw some kind of the examples which we are familiar with. We have something like that. Yeah, we had an uptrend and now the chart started to go down. So in this case scenario we have boss. We all know that this is our high and this is our high low. Once again, high, yeah, high low, and we have high low. And looking at the chart, we can see that in top of the chart we have not a high, as we know that we have the highest point at this particular moment. So it's not a high, it's gonna be highest point. Yeah, it's kind of, we're gonna talk about it into future lessons. It's gonna be about swing highs and swing lows, but now we need to concentrate on the change of character. So we have the boss. Yeah, we have the boss here, not here. We have the boss here. We all know that the boss here. Quick reminder, it has to be above our previous high. Is it here? So that's how we form a boss and waiting for the new high. In order for market to provide you information for change of character, first of all we need to have an uptrend, and to get the change of character we need to a downtrend. In this case scenario, yeah, we have higher highs, higher lows. We had the highest point and now the chart is dumping. To create a change of character, the newest point, yeah, because if we had something like that, it's not below our previous high-low. And for example, the price goes like that, so it's gonna be not the highest point, it's gonna be a high, and after that the crash. Yeah, but we're going back and we have something like that. The chart went down, crossing the previous high-low at this point. So as you can imagine, in this case we have a change of character. Characteristics change. Now we're going and looking for lower lows, like in this case, lower lows and lower highs. You see, the market struck below the previous high low, created change of character. This is how you type it, CHoCH, change of character in the smaller letters, but basically that's the whole point. The whole point is when the characteristic is changing from higher highs, higher lows to lower lows, lower highs, and other way around. If we had a downtrend and now we're starting to get an uptrend, in somewhere at some point we had a change of character. So basically that's the main analysis of how market looks. Take a photo, take a look. This is how you analyze detail by detail, but as much time you're spending on the trading view and on the charts, you're gonna get it, you're gonna see it, and you won't need to mark it like that every time. So now let's go to the charts, and I saw a nice example. So yeah, okay, we can try it here. Yeah, you have an example, something like that. Yeah, the market moved in the uptrend, and after that it started going down. So now let's try to draw it. How does it look? It was here, new higher high, new higher low, new higher high. Yeah, if you go like that, new higher high, new higher low, new higher high, new higher low, new higher high. It was like that, but the market at this point created the highest point and starts dumping. And what we can notice that the previous high low was crossed. The market went below. In this case, here, we're gonna have the change of character. And look what's happening. The market went up, didn't cross this highest point and start dumping. New lower low, new lower high, new lower low, new lower high. And we can expect what? We can expect a new lower low or the lowest point. But the point is, we are going to continue looking for the short positions. Is that right? Of course. So now let's clear the chart, hide it, and try to look it. Yeah, we have the higher high, we have a boss here, we can write it, boss, boss, and boss, yeah, with the higher highs. Here we had high low on this case, and the market just crashed below it. As you can see, it dumped it, and now we have a change of character in this particular situation. Change of character. And now what's forming? As I told you before, now we have lower lows and lower highs, and we can expect for the continuation. So your job is open any chart. It doesn't matter, is it gonna be a Bitcoin, or is it gonna be some from the Forex or from the stocks? Every market moves like this. There's gonna be higher highs, higher lows, there's gonna be break of structure, and when the shift is changing, there's gonna be change of character. So guys, I really hope you had the idea. How does it move? How does market move? How the whole market structure is representing what is boss, what's change of character. But the one thing is, you have to practice, 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 and you're gonna make it, and your eyes gonna notice those things. When there is a break of structure, maybe you should try to look for continuation. If there is a change of character, maybe you should try to look for the reversal. Reversal means that it went uptrend, now it's going downtrend. So all you need to do is listen, write it down, and practice. Practice, 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 and you're gonna make it. So thank you for watching, and see you in the next episode.